Hey guys, it's Cindy at Colonial Hill Baptist Church. Today I would just like to talk about how amazing our God is. Have you looked around your world lately? Did you hear the thunder Monday morning? Have you looked at the stars at night or watched the clouds move across the sky? Our God created a world for us that is truly unbelievable. From the huge universe that goes on forever, all the way down to microscopic cells that help carry oxygen from your lungs to your body tissue. If you really study everyday mundane things, you can't help but realize how amazing God is. I recently finished reading the book of Exodus, and in chapter 19, verse 16, it reads, "So it came about on the third day, when it was morning, that there were thunder and lightning flashes and a very loud trumpet sound, so that all the people who were in the camp trembled." Now the Israelites had left Egypt and were on their way to the land that God had promised them. God was with them all along the way. And as God came down from the mountain one day, things began to happen. Clouds, thunder, lightning, trumpets resounding, and the people trembled. You think? To me, this would have been pretty overwhelming. Let your imagination take you to the foot of Mount Sinai that day. When God speaks, the earth reacts because he is majestic. My husband, Jackson, and I ride motorcycles a lot. We go on long trips. We've ridden to Daytona Beach, Florida, Sturgis, South Dakota, Aspen, Colorado, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, among other places. Some of you may think this is crazy, but when I'm on the back of that motorcycle, I feel closest to God. I can smell the grass and the flowers, the oncoming rain. I see things I would miss riding in a car, animals and wildflowers that I feel as if I can reach out and touch. I feel the wind against my face. None of these things come from anywhere except from God. Jeremiah 51:16 says, "When he utters his voice, there is a tumult of waters in the heavens, and he causes the clouds to ascend from the ends of the earth. He makes the lightning for the rain and brings forth the wind from his storehouses." God is amazing. Think about our human bodies. Our bodies are probably the most complex things on this earth, and each one is different. Every part of our body has a specific function, from the white blood cells to our skin to our brain. The design features of the human body have been copied by scientists, engineers, and architects in useful ideas and technologies for all of mankind. The vibration mechanisms of the membranes of the middle ear have been used in the design of microphones and loudspeakers. The protein fibrin, which helps our blood to clot, was used as a model for the design of strong elastic materials. Did you know that the base of the Eiffel Tower was modeled after the femur bone? I think all of this is because of purposeful planning by our God. You see, God created this world and he created humans. When he created man, he gave us an amazing brain. He gave mankind the ability to create things. Take a look around you. What do you see? Perhaps a telephone, a fax machine, a table and chairs? Think about what it took to come up with something that can transmit something on a piece of paper to another piece of paper across the world in the matter of seconds. Think about the hands that carved out a piece of furniture, or the knowledge that invented a machine that could do that same thing. It's certainly possible to declare God as awesome merely by believing what is stated in the Bible. In the same way, it's possible to declare the grandeur of the Rocky Mountains or the European Alps by looking at pictures in a book. But it's quite another thing to stand close, look up at the snowy peaks, and be amazed by their breathtaking beauty. Those who hike these mountains say they quite literally stagger with awe as they climb the slopes, then reach the peaks surrounded in clouds. There's a story about a group of geography students who were studying the 7 wonders of the world. At the end of the study, they were asked to list what they considered the 7 wonders of the world to be. The 7 that got the most votes were Egypt's Great Pyramids, the Taj Mahal, the Grand Canyon, the Panama Canal, the Empire State Building, St. Peter's Basilica, and China's Great Wall. But there was one girl who had not turned in her paper. The professor asked her if she was having trouble making her list. She quietly replied, "Yes, a little. I couldn't make up my mind because there were so many." The professor asked her to read what she had come up with so far. Her 7 wonders of the world were to touch, to taste, to see, to hear, to run, to laugh, and to love. Look around at the things of nature. Look at the man-made objects and look inside yourself. What is truly wondrous to you? Whatever it is, it was created by our God. Let's apply the young girl's 7 wonders to our lives. Find something in your house or your yard to touch and think about God making that object. Eat something and think about how that food came to pass into your refrigerator or cabinet. Look at man-made buildings and all of nature and see the wonder of God in it. Listen to something and contemplate how that sound came to be. Take a run or a walk and wonder about the inner workings of your legs. Try to laugh about something every day and feel the joy that that brings into your entire body. And lastly, but most certainly not least, love someone and thank God for putting that person into your life. You know, when we look around, most of the time we don't see people who are awestruck with God. Instead, we see people who are disrespectful, self-righteous, prideful, arrogant. And if we are completely honest, we see these same things in each of us at times. But if we not only look at our world, but truly see our world, from the tiniest things to the grandest of things, then we get a glimpse of how truly amazing God is. And our lives are forever changed by the realization that God is perfect, almighty, and all-knowing, and we are not. But he already knows this about us because he formed each and every one of us. He is the creator of all things. He is the master painter, and this world and everything and everyone in it is his canvas. Study the big things and be in awe. Study the small things and be mesmerized. Look around you. See everything that surrounds you as a creation by God that man can never truly replicate, and you will be amazed at how awesome our God is. Look inside of you and see the amazing creation that he made in you. If God can create the most beautiful mountain peaks and canyons, as well as the most minute articles known to man, imagine what he can do in each of our individual lives. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I hope you have an incredible day today.